Hey guys, welcome to the Asking Us SEO show, episode number 3. So today, this video is going to be more presented around the link spam that's been brought to our attention from another provider. So what happened was we got a message from one of our partner agencies that found link spam on client websites. And this is going to be directed at clients and not SEOs, right? Well, yes, SEOs when I discuss this section, but mainly directed at clients who are sort of getting SEO work done with agencies, and they need to be aware of this, okay? Because this is a big, big problem, okay? It boils my blood, but because I want to have the spirit of empathy, right? So, look, I just want to make this clear. I'm not judging the SEOs that are doing it. Look, I get it. It's really hard to get results, and unfortunately, and I'm gonna put something on a client here, right? Like, some clients' expectations of SEOs are just way off the mark, way off the mark. So in an SEO's defense for doing this work, they've got one defense, but it doesn't square up for these 3 main reasons. But in their defense, clients have the wrong expectations of SEOs. What are they delivering, right? So what are they responsible for? What's the expectations? We tell our, the reason why our clients are doing so well is they understand that they're using us as a sort of leverage into marketing strategies and ideas to propel their brand forward, and that technical analysis on the websites to make sure that it has the right SEO foundation. See episode 1, right? So I understand, but it's unfortunate that SEOs don't do enough to. I mean, there's probably SEOs out there that do it, but on a holistic level, on like an overall macro level, there's not enough education. And so we tell clients right up front, this is a partnership. This is not, hey SEO, we'll pay you X amount of dollars, you do the work, report back to us. Look, I understand that's happening, and SEOs feel pressured, right? So I can understand where they're coming from. They feel pressured to get results. The clients are on their backs. Clients are going to leave. They're going to lose revenue. So they result to this area. But it's not the way. It's not the way. And I'm going to explain. First, I'm going to explain this at the start of this, like now, and then I'm going to explain it again at the end of the video because it's so important. So look, if you're an SEO and you're doing this, stop it. Number one, and also if you're a client that is performing SEO, think to yourselves: am I too hard on the SEOs? Am I expecting them to do more than what they should be doing? And really understand that it's not an SEO's job to make sure that you send your apples on time if you're an organic market. It's not your SEO's sort of job to make sure that you get good reviews. It's not. It's the business's job. The business has to run and function well, and then use an SEO digital marketing team as leveraging ideas and information to grow and propel, and reach goals, right? And propel their business forward. And I'm not taking the accountability of the SEO. I'm not. I'm just saying there's a joint accountability. And that's why I tell my clients we win together and we lose together. And everything that we move forward with is dependent upon your ability to listen to us and get the work done, and also to operate as an ethical and a business where it takes customer service to great levels. And if they're not doing that, then don't expect SEO or any form of marketing to turn lead into gold. You can't turn lead into gold as a marketer, right? That's why you really have to work out who you can and who you can't work with. Okay, it's just the way it has to be. So the topic of this video will be checking for link spam, and if you're a client getting SEO work done, whether in-house or external or both, you need to be checking for link spam, okay? Now, to the SEO guys that are doing it because they feel under pressure, I get it, but stop it, because ultimately what you're doing is you're damaging your own agency. You're damaging your own agency. That work is not going to lift morale, okay? If you're an SEO and you've got a list of affiliate sites and it's your business and you want to try all these things, great. I remember when I started back in the day, I used to enjoy, with my own sites, understanding exactly where Google would ban us, where if I had like a list of sites, they're mine, right? I wanted to do black hat work on that. I wanted to work out sort of what Google says they're going to penalise against what they were, just out of curiosity, because you have to think that way as an SEO. It's good to sort of experiment and test the waters and don't just take things even from Google at face value, right? But you're damaging your own SEO agency if you're doing this work on client sites. Stop it. And you're going to damage your SEO agency because you're going to lull the morale of your team. You're going to, potentially get a lawsuit, right? Because you're doing work that's against Google's guidelines. If you go to Google and you type in link network spam and click support.google, it's like a link that goes off. If you're doing work knowingly, or you should know it, ignorance is not going to get you out of this one, right? SEOs know that this work is against Google's guidelines, but they're doing it because they're under pressure. But you are damaging your own agency because of their morale and because you're going to probably end up with a lawsuit. Because other SEOs can see what you're doing, okay? Second to that, if another client, like a competitor of your client, if they have an SEO team and they can see that the guy, they're going to check who's ranking above them. So they're going to actually do a link audit, right? I'll get to this one in a minute. They're going to do a link audit on the guys ranking above them. They're going to see where they're getting the links from. And if they notice that your client is getting links deceptively, what are they going to do? They're going to go to Google and report spam. They're going to go straight to the horses and dob you in, right? And what happened? Who loses in the end? A business loses? The agency loses? So if you're doing this, stop it, because it's not going to work out for you long term. So you're going to damage an SEO agency, you're going to damage the client's business, and by damaging the client's business, you're going to damage people's jobs, you're going to destroy bottom line, and you're damaging the industry's reputation. It's absolutely the wrong thing to do. I understand the pressure point. I understand you've got to hit revenue goals. I understand that revenue and cash flows are life, is the blood of the business. But you're hurting yourself, you're hurting your clients, and you're hurting the industry. Okay, I don't know what else to say. If you're doing link spam, stop it. You're better off being, and I've put a video up on this, you're better off being proactive, telling a client, look, this is what we were doing. The reason why we believed, even though it's against Google's guidelines, but we believe that this will get you the results in the short term, but it's not the long-term vision. And we're at risk at getting your website penalised. Yes, they're going to hit the fan. Yes, they're going to be mad at you. But it's better you come from a stance of proactiveness than reactive than when they come to you and say, what is this crap? I don't know, guys, it's your choice, but you're damaging an SEO, you're damaging your own agency, you're damaging the client, business, employees, potentially livelihood of everybody else around, and you're damaging the industry's reputation. And frankly, that impacts all of us, right? SEOs don't always have the best reputation. So, you just stop it, okay? So, what I recommend that you do, if you're a client that's getting SEO done, right, until, at least hopefully your agency will see this and be proactive and cut out this sort of rubbish. But if not, ask your SEO agency for a list of links that they are building for you, if they are building for you. So we've had clients where the bulk of our time has gone on technical SEO. like it was a 80K to 100K page website, and we knew we had to solve technical problems. We had to dedicate all of our budget for months and months and months. And honestly, it was the perfect thing to do, because that was the big reasons why the traffic shot up. It was all technical, right? Massively technical. Now, the links, we're growing, we're flourishing, we're getting natural links. The brand has got so much visibility that a lot of the links are coming naturally from forums and people researching products and linking to us. And we still have to obviously do, intelligent link leveraging and building partnerships and relationships in order to get the links that we need. But I get it. Sometimes we focus on technical SEO for a certain amount of time. So if your SEO isn't necessarily building links and you've only been working together for 6 months, but even 12 months, it's not the end of the world, depending upon your website and depending upon what it needs. Some websites have a lot of links, good quality links, but the technical SEO is rubbish, and they've got seriously hundreds and hundreds of thousands of pages. So we have to work out as SEOs where is the best time spent, right? But ask them what links are they building. Okay? Then ask for a list of every single link in the website. So get two spreadsheets, one that lists all the links that they build, and we actually send reports. When we build links, we clearly note out there, tell the client this is what we've done in our off-page section of the PDF. But also get them to email you a list of the links that they've built, if any, and then a list of all your links. So you make sure that you can detect link spam. Now, if you're a client watching this and you don't really know what to look for, here's the things you got to look for. If you see these sort of websites that pop up, and there's all they are is a standard blog. They look like a blog. They got like content in there, and they'll have like snippets, and they'll have let's say you're in the house cleaning. Just had a potential client discussion, this week. So on the house cleaning topic, if you see content from a random site that looks completely random, and you've got one article you see house cleaning, you click on it and it's linking to you. You go back, and then then the next topic is calculators. You click on it, it's linking to another website. You do that again, you click back, the main page, and you see that there's content about office furniture. You click on it, it opens up, it's linking off to another website. That should raise red flags, okay? And then on the right, sometimes you might see all these categories of blog posts. You got a category like watches, and then you got like a category called cars, and then you got a category called, lawn mowing. Okay, that should raise flags. They obviously have used these websites. They're creating them, and they're adding all this content. And essentially, what's happening is that they're building this link network spam. Okay, big problem, big problem. And then what happens is that's the sort of stuff you should get removed. And actually, we had a client, potential client, didn't sign up, or too expensive. He basically, I told them to remove. I'm going in front of the camera. To remove all this junk from this guy's site. And if they didn't do it, I would have named and shamed them. Because you can't do, you're hurting people. You're in a way, I don't know, seriously, I just don't get it, right? So, so basically he's got it removed, and it's probably going to hurt his SEO in the short term, because Google's going to see these links that they haven't sort of penalised him for. And that's another discussion point. Why do I have to get rid of the link spam? Because you get penalised and banned, and your website will drop off the Google search results, and you'll lose all your traffic. You'll lose your organic-based inquiries. Do you really, that's should be evident, but anyway. So that's why you ask for that list, and with that particular client, we asked this SEO agency to remove the links, and they did. And I told the client, there may be a short-term fall, but you've got two options. either ask, because I didn't ask them, but you did, either ask the agency to remove them, and you might expect a short-term fall in rankings, because Google's seeing all these links disappear, or keep going, keep your high rankings, but risk getting penalised and banned. It doesn't abide with Google's guidelines. This work can get you in big trouble. And he chose, well, if there's a short-term fall, there's a short-term fall. If this is not the right thing, you showed me Google related articles that we can't be doing this sort of work, it's got to go. It's got to go. And then all that time and money the client spent getting this work done, I mean, the agency's going to see these emails and say to themselves, like, how embarrassing is that? I mean, if a client works with us for 6 months and then they decide to leave for whatever reason, they're going to take all their work with them. We're not going to remove anything, right? So, I mean, if an SEO wants to come on board and change up the strategy and change it up a bit, that's fine. But they're not going to remove work just because it's dodgy. Don't get it. So, if you guys want to get your own link audit, I suggest going over to ahrefs.com, signing up, and putting your domain in, and getting a list of reports. You can go to Google Search Console is obviously free. There's a link section in Google which actually shows you all the links. It's a little bit less intuitive because it just kind of spits out the links, whereas Ahrefs, you can see patterns a lot clearer. And SEMrush, which is really awesome for keyword research, does provide link data. My favourite by far is Ahrefs, and back in the day was Majestic SEO. That was really good for historic index, so you could track the links from years ago that you had that now you lost. So actually, before I got is SEO is dead. Maybe that's going to be Asking Us episode. Actually, that is going to be Asking Us episode 4 on YouTube. But so just when you're looking at the links, have a look and look for just weird names. It might be Australian website reviews.net, or you might have these legitimate links. And you can see if you're with one of my clients, if you're home interiors, you got links from interior influencers, right? That's great links, right? People that have tested your product and they're giving you a review, they've written, you've provided something, they like it, they link to you, that's good links. But then you might see these really weird patterns in the URLs. So, you got to have a look. You got to just have a look at each one. If you're not sure, ask us. I say that with a lot of hesitation. I would prefer, one, the agency gets proactive and we don't even want to get involved. If that doesn't happen, or they don't see this video, like not every SEO is going to see this video, but if you're not seeing this video and you're a client that's getting SEO done, and I feel very, I'll put on the road, I feel very uncomfortable doing this sort of video. But I'm doing it because of the client, because I don't want to see the industry damaged, and potentially there's employees, honest employees, that work at these agencies, and they probably don't really want to do it, but they're getting forced to do it. And, there's always time to change. You can change your ways, right? You can turn, but, I can't just let this go on and on and on, see all this crap, and just stay silent. You can't, right? And if you're a client that understands, all right, the provider's doing this, and you're happy with that, okay, that's fine. As long as there's that transparency, but I mean, fine. That's why if you're happy with it, fine. So that's what you should be looking for. If you're not sure, ask us as the last alternative. Last. Because I would rather not get involved. I just want to, my main reason for this, even though I'm targeting clients, because they're the ones that are really, really going to get hit. They don't deserve it. If they don't understand that it's getting done, if they're giving money with good intentions, they're the clients that don't deserve it. So ultimately, you deserve to know. You deserve to know. So hopefully we're going to be used last. We don't want to be involved. We don't even need to be emailed in this case about, thank you, or, I rather not even know about it. I just want to encourage clients to ask these questions, and hopefully my top priority is to get SEO agencies to stop doing it. Like I said, I understand they're pushed into a corner. Some clients, and they definitely do, and like I said, I've been doing this for 11 years. Some clients are wrong in their expectations. Even when you tell them the expectations they should have. There's bottom lines to be met, there's revenue goals to be met, they've got to pay employees, they've got to get results. I can get that, I understand, I can empathise with that, but it's not the right thing to do. You damage your own agency with a lawsuit, with the morale. I can guarantee that if you're doing this stuff and you have white hat SEOs doing the right thing, they're going to be offended by this work. They will be offended by it. They might do it because they want to keep their job, but they will be offended by it. You're damaging a client, potentially, his business, potentially. If it gets banned off Google, it loses traffic, it doesn't go by with Google's guidelines. Then you're damaging the industry's reputation. That attacks me personally. And you say attack's a big word, it is. But you know how many calls we get saying, this SEO agency did this, we don't know if we can trust this SEO agency, we don't know if we can trust you. What do we do? What did my other partner agencies in SEO do? We won't partner with it. If we find out any of our partner agencies are doing this sort of work, they're gone. They're scrapped. But we're 99% sure that who we partner with, even other SEO agencies, because this isn't just competitors. Some agencies, for certain clients, if we evaluate a client and we believe that they're better off going somewhere else, we'll do that. Second thing is, this is actually a really good point. I know an SEO that is better than us and better than anyone else, any of my resources at cleaning up link spam. So I tell clients, I don't want to do this work. I don't want a Mega Digital doing this work. I don't want to do it. One, we don't want to specialise in cleaning up bad work because I feel too strongly about it. And two, there's better SEOs that can do it. There's SEOs out there that have really honed in on this process. They've got experience. Other agencies have gone back to them to clean up bad work. You can scour the internet. You can do your own research. You'll figure it out who's good at removing this sort of rubbish because there's been a penalty hit, right? Penalty hit. So we just send it off to one of our main partner agencies. So even within SEO, we don't want that work. We don't want it. If we find that you have this going on and then you want to clean it up, I'll tell you, it's up to you guys what you want to do. Here's your, I would recommend staying with the agency though. Like, if they're willing to clean it up, to change things, you feel confident in that, stay with that agency. I don't want to see clients moved and shifted around. I just want to see this crap cleaned up. From the client's perspective, from the agency's perspective, from a team's morale perspective, from an industry's perspective. I don't want to take anyone's clients. In fact, I'd rather get clients that have never done SEO before. Or if they've done it in-house, or they've done it themselves, and now they feel like, that didn't work, so am I trying an agency? Sure. But we have clients that come from other agencies, and look, if it happens, it happens. But it's not our intention. Our intention here is to raise awareness, to get honest questions asked, and to get other agencies to stop doing this. And for clients to actually have realistic expectations. So guys, if we can help out, email us. If you don't know how to do this, you've asked for a list of links from your provider, from your SEO agency, but it seems to be convoluted, you don't really understand it, you just want another opinion. I don't even want to know who the agency is. Even if you want to send me an email under anonymous and I don't even have to know too much about you or your business. I would, if we are contacted, which I hope we're not, I really don't want to be contacted. I just want honest questions to be asked. That's it. I don't want to pick fights. We don't want to get in just don't want it. But I'm doing this very, very, very uncomfortable video that I say this, I don't want to have another one like this for months, if not years, maybe hopefully if not ever. I don't really want it. I don't want to talk about it. But it's because of this. And because of my love for the industry. Okay. Guys, email us if we can help you. It's andrew@amegadigital.com.au. Go to our website, www.amegadigital.com.au. You can see all the links. You can follow us, like us, tweet us, do whatever you like. Content, like we just say, hey, thumbs up on that video. Share it. If you know people that are doing SEO, share the video. All right, guys, it's been a pleasure, and hopefully, you know, we change things for the better. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a great day.